Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Backstory boxing. Now, man, listen, there's an article on Yahoo Sports saying Mayweather McGregor pirated by upward of 100 million viewers, man. I'll link it in the description. But basically, man, this is like a whole bunch of this is it's called nano piracy. Is using or taking either live or recorded proprietary content and capturing it and using connected device like a phone, a tablet, or a computer, and then using a live stream app such as Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Periscope, and a number of other ones. So basically, man, this site basically talks about a whole bunch of live streams and all kind of platforms, and individually getting so many views that they ended up adding up to 100 million altogether, man. Now this site talks about 239 streams that reached over that basically reached 3 million, and it cost the company 70.6 million dollars. And basically it talked about all over the internet. There's so many live streams going on, and how it basically added up to 100 million. Those are the estimates right now. And that's wild, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. I knew people were going to pirate it, but 100 million people pirating it, that's insane. But now there's no secret that Showtime, the hosting company for the Mayweather McGregor fight, they had shutdowns because people were trying to order a fight and everything crashed. So Showtime messed that one up horrifically. I always thought this kind of fight, this kind of magnitude, they should have had HBO involved as well. They should have had any. They should have had this fight on all those platforms. I'm talking about a Showtime, HBO, and maybe some smaller platforms that do pay per view as well. Um, these days, you don't have to have HBO or Showtime to order pay per view. Every premium network has their own paid content, so they can literally, in theory, you could buy anything off of it. You can have a Mayweather Pacquiao fight on a Lifetime network, even that's a paid network. So I thought this fight was too big just for one network. It's been known the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. It was known to have crashes. This was going to bound to have a crash too. I think that was the one big reason why people were pirating this, because they couldn't see the fight, and then of course the other reason is they just didn't want to pay for it. So, but it's mind boggling that these pirated sites. I mean, there's just so many of them, but I mean, it looks like on the average they're getting 234,000 views, 472,000 views. I mean, you know, that's insane. These online streams getting quarter million, and a half a million views, and this is the probably the highest grossing fight. Now they said the numbers aren't in all the way yet, but they're talking about it being bigger than the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. And I heard in a couple radio stations the numbers are already looking like it's already past 5 million. So it's definitely past the Mayweather Pacquiao fight already. And this kind of event needs to be prepared for it. So they weren't prepared for this, man. They didn't in my opinion, they just weren't ready for it, man. I mean, I know in the UK the pay per view was really cheap. It's only $20. There's no reason why you shouldn't pay $20. That's just being cheap if you can't pay that much and you live in the UK. But in America, I can see why you could stream it online. I I um I mean shit. I mean what I had just go to a party. That's what I did. I went to my friend's place. We watched it at his house. We just chilled, man. It wasn't that bad. I mean, well, I guess I didn't pay for it, but still, I would have given him like $5 or $10. Wouldn't have been a big deal. But for so many streamers to happen, I mean, it costs a lot of money to make these kind of events, and people are getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, um, I don't I don't like people like going online stealing people's content like that, especially a thing like this. I mean, this isn't like a TV show or something like that. This is a boxing event, and boxing it only happened once. This isn't like some script or anything like that. This is real life. This is like live, and they don't do that with TV. They may say like live TV or like reality TV, but that's all scripted. But this is a boxing event. You know what I mean? People should really, think about what they're doing. It's one thing to stream and download like, Game of Thrones or something like that, or Power or some whatever TV show you like. But a boxing event, that's real. People are actually fighting in there and risking their lives. These fighters need to get paid what they deserve. So I think the illegal streaming is mind-boggling, man. Or over 100 million people. I mean, Jesus. Oh, if the pay everyone are, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Everyone couldn't pay because the things crashed down. But I mean, if people start, imagine 100 million people buying this pay-per-view event, and then like boxing would be on the map again, and bigger fights would be happening. People would take more chances. In the end, people streaming this, it really hurts the sport of boxing. It really does, man. I mean, if they actually sold 100 million pay per view, that's like $1 trillion, literally. That's a trillion, upwards of 100 million views. That's like $1 trillion. That's insane. Do you know what that would do for the sport of boxing? I mean, everyone would start boxing again. It would be like a new golden age. It would be a golden age that never happened. I don't. No one ever made $1 trillion. That's economic right there. That's insane. I mean, you can build a country off that shit. So I'm sorry. I'm disappointed in people live streaming it in such mass numbers. I know people are gonna do it, but in this mass amount of numbers, it's just really disappointing, man. Um, but like I said, they should have been prepared. So it's like blame from both sides, but at the same time, still, man, there's blame from both sides. Mayweather, Al Heyman, uh, UFC, they should have been ready for this. I'm not sure how this happened because the UFC has its own platform where they do their own pay-per-views, and they had. I mean, McGregor is known to do over 1 million, so and Mayweather is known to do over 1 million. So I don't know why it was so difficult for them to come together and have multiple platforms for pay-per-view and for it not to crash. But that's what happened. So maybe next time they'll get it together. I mean, I'm not sure if an event happened like this again, but Showtime and including HBO is known to have their things crash on big events, and they really need to fix that. That's a big deal. I think they need to have some things automated instead of having employees. They need to make it so if there is no interaction, that it's just you buy it and there's some kind of calculation in the computer or something, and then bam, you get it, because it's obvious that human error is involved in this crashing of people try to get pay-per-views and everything. So I think they probably need to replace human beings with private computers, man, if they want to really cash in on the amount of uh if they want to cash in on the reward, man. I mean, they spent millions of dollars on this promotion, and when it's finally here, they weren't ready for all the money they received. It's ridiculous. It's like this is mind-boggling, man. But think about that, guys. 100 million viewers, $100 per viewer. That's $1 trillion, guys. Let's just assume this is all in America. Let's just assume it's all in America, because this fight was big, right? Wow. So I was want you guys to let that sink in for a little bit. Think about that. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Bye. Peace.